Greetings. It's crack-a-lacking. It's your boy D.Boom. We back. New weeks, new energies. Just 2 more readings I'm gonna do to close out February with 9 times out of 10. I might drop some new videos maybe the end of the month. Probably 27th, 28th, something like that. Just want to get the last of these 2 readings out. Still doing specials. You got till midnight to book. If I don't catch you midnight, I'll just catch you in the morning. So pretty much you got to about noon to catch these specials. They're definitely out here. It's basically half price on readings, $35 readings, $75 life coaching, $150 original pricing on coaching. Just inquire what coaching is. Damn, these are 2 good cards. I just picked out from the gate. It's a new deck, so I shuffled the crap out of them. Bought these at the dollar store the other day. $35 reading, $75 life coaching. Book ASAP. I got the information here. Just check my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and or my YouTube page for bookings and stuff like that. This is Twin Flames of Separation. If you ain't checked out masculine or feminine's demos yet, please check those out. Awesome messages. Love everything that's coming with those. So with no further ado, let's get straight to it. I want to definitely try to make this brisk so I can cook dinner and get ready for work in the morning. First card is a message, fairly important. This goes for both masculine and feminine. We got the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands represents twin flame union, reunion, or recognition, or home. 4 of Wands represents home. You know, whatever feels at home to you. The 4 walls you call your shelter. You know what I mean? It's like home base. Home. Whatever you call your shelter. Whatever you keep close to home. You know, something feels at home. Somebody feels just like home. You know, home. This is also the 4th, 5th dimension, the real world. That's what I like to call it. Zion. You ever watch The Matrix? Zion, that's the 4 of Wands. It's the real world. You got the Matrix, and then you got Zion. It's the energy of Zion. So, how it affects the feminine. We got the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is idle mind. You know, what's idle mind? It's the devil's workshop. Why is idle mind the devil's workshop? Because divine feminine, you're the queen of wands at the end of the day, and you're out here. You're the bottom line energy. We'll get to you in a second. You're the queen of wands, and what are wands? Actions, behavior, things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Wands are the now. What you done got karma and accountability attached to it. What you doing got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do don't mean anything because it ain't been done yet. Wands are about the present, the now, the ing, the ing. We living, we learning, we earning right now. I'm speaking, you listening, you hearing me, right? ING, we're in the present, we're in it now. That's why it's a gift from God, and God calls it the present for a reason. That's what wands are all about. First card in this message, we had the 4 of Wands. You know, 4th stage of the wands process. Okay, boom, wands rant. Lose track of my cards. Ace of Wands. That'll be awareness, right? First step in the wands process, the now process. You know, the doing process, because wands are all about actions and behavior. It's just awareness. You know how to do things. 2 of Wands, it'd be taking what you know and doing something with it. You know, making the end meet. You need to get a job. Why? So you can make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? You're aware you need to get a job, and you get a job. Okay, now it's time to work. 2 of Wands represents work. 2 of Wands represents support. 2 of Wands represents survival. Like I say, literally making ends meet. Holding shit down like balloon strings. 3 of Wands is the evolution of work. 2 of Wands. The evolution of survival. 2 of Wands. The evolution is just making ends meet. It's one thing to just survive and exist. Animals do that. Birds, bees, boars, bears, babies, and bacteria do that shit. As human beings, we have to fucking evolve. And what's the 3 of Wands? That's doing more. That's 9 to 5, making ends meet like everybody else in this hamster wheel that is the matrix, that is the world. And the world is just a temporary space and time where all things expire. Four of Wands, what is this? The real world. This is Zion. This is infinite. It's the fourth, fifth dimension. It's infinite. World rules don't apply in the infinite. Like the way shit is in the world, it's nothing like that in the infinite. We come from above to this place. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. It ain't the other way around. Shit you would know if you were in the real world or living in the real world or aware of the real world or in Zion, which you're defined as. Back to the message. Four Wands is, like I say, it's getting home. What's home? Fourth, fifth dimension. Where's God? Fourth, fifth dimension. Where do people of God be? Fourth, fifth dimension. You know, higher ground, higher power. You know, high power basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like evolution. Three of Wands also represents your path, your purpose. You know, the reason why you're here. Four of Wands would be, like I say, the source, home base. It's a short process. You just be aware of something. You take that awareness, you do something with it. You don't just survive. You evolve. Two of Wands, surviving is just fishing. Ace of Wands, you hungry and you got to feed yourself and your family. You're aware of how fishing works, but you know you got to take this awareness and do something with it. You build a makeshift fish pole out of a vine and some twine and a stick or some shit like that. Boom, you know how to fish. Now you know how to make ends meet so you can feed your family if you need to. Three of Wands to be teaching other people how to fish so they can feed their family too. Not monopolizing on the fishing business because you're the only person who know how to fish, so everybody got to get their fish from you. Nothing like that. You know, each one teach one. Evolution. Once you can evolve as a person, then you can enter the kingdom. Four of Wands, that's what Four of Wands represents too. It's just the kingdom. But in this case, because this is a twin flame reading, it represents twin flame union, twin flame reunion, or twin flame recognition. Now, going back to the feminine, I had to break it down. We got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a mental box. It's a self-imposed prison. Excuse me, that's the Eight of Wands. Four of Swords represents the idle mind. Reason why idle mind is a devil's workshop is because you're the queen of wands, divine feminine. You're the queen of doing shit. But if you in your head, you ain't doing anything. That's why it's the devil's workshop. You're the queen of doing shit. You can't be idle. Because if you ain't doing nothing, then, like I say, somebody winning. Double winning. You out here doing God's work. You ain't doing God's work because you're stuck in your head. Okay, devil doing his job. You know, I don't blame anything on the devil or shit like that. Devil's a cockroach, galactically speaking, anyway. Like, I'm just using this example. Okay, I'm getting to a point with this. You gotta get out your head. You gotta get out your head. Because, like I said, right now, you're in full form, and we're gonna get to this right now. Bottom line, most important thing in this message. After we see what the masculine got going on with this twin flame union recognition. So, when it comes to you, divine feminine, if you're waiting for recognition for your twin flame to recognize who you really are as their divine counterpart, they will. For twins trying to get reunited with their divine masculine, you will. You know, like I say, I would love to get on some Namaste, Disney, fantasy shit with y'all with this twin flame thing and say that everything is going to be okay and shit going to be smooth and shit like that. But, you know, with some instances, your masculine is coming just for you and only you. Because they want to be with you. They're ready to take things to the next level. They're ready to stop playing. They're ready to evolve. Whatever, what the fuck. Most of the cases, masculine needs your help. He's not coming just for your help. I mean, he kind of is. He could be she could be he. You know how we rocking. But it's a reason your masculine is reuniting with you. Outside of you. Something you don't really want to get in your head about, you know. But, yeah. Homecoming. I see homecoming for a lot of divine feminines. Twin flame union. Union is just when you and your twin flame are in harmony. My personal opinion, union happens one time, recognition happens one time. It's only one twin flame story of you recognizing your twin. Told my twin that I met him basically and recognized him for who the fuck he was before I even knew what the fuck this was at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Little details. Every twin has a story on how they recognize who their twin flame was. Whether through just at first sight or, like I say, doing research, corroborating information, try to make sure that this is what it is and that you're not off about it. You know, every twin got their journey and shit. But recognition happens one time. So it's good to make it a twin. The story, great. And I tell twins who kind of meet false twin flames, people who they think is their twin, and it turns out to not be their twin at all, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, that's good. Because at least now your twin flame recognition story could be a good one. Not the tragedy that was. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But flying family, get out your head. Because if you're out your head, you can focus. That's the next step after the 4 swords or the 5 of swords. It's focus. It's time for you to focus. Get out your head and focus. So you don't miss nothing. Because as far as the masculine with this 4 wands energy, we got the Fool card. You know what I'm saying? Fool card represents unawareness. Fool card represents being in a whole new world like Aladdin. A whole new world. It's like Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? Best way I can put it. Overall energy as far as the masculine, so we can move on to the bottom line, which is very important here. As far as the masculine, when it comes to the 4 wands, twin flame union, reunion, recognition, like I say, they're gonna. It's Aladdin. They're basically Aladdin and Aladdin. Non-divine masculine's lucky as shit. Look at the luck factor when it comes to Aladdin. This nigga just happened to stumble on a motherfucking lamp and found the whole motherfucking genie. A whole genie. Not only did he come up on a whole genie, shit, he finessed him. Came up on, you know what I'm saying, wishes that changed his life. This nigga ended up with a magic carpet. Think about that shit. This is back when motherfuckers was getting around by horseback. This nigga got a magic carpet. This motherfucker can get anywhere quick as shit. You hear me? Thank God for this magic carpet. Thank God for this genie that was in this lamp. Because remember Jafar? This nigga got dark forces after his ass. Imagine Aladdin having to fight Jafar alone. Without the genie, without magical assistance, without spiritual assistance, without, divine protection and shit like that. On top of all that, this nigga met damn, I forgot her name. Is it Esmeralda? You know, the princess. I think her name was Esmeralda. It's been a minute. He came up on a whole princess. A whole princess, cuz. Imagine how Aladdin felt. This is a nigga that came from nothing. This nigga best friend was a monkey. Named Babu. Whole life changed from being at the right place at the right time. And from being at the right place at the right time, everything started lining up the right way. Thank God Aladdin was smart enough to embrace it. I mean, you come from nothing. I mean, shit. Anything that happens at this point is a blessing and has been a blessing. Saying all this shit to say this. It's a whole new world. But this is real life, not a Disney movie. So masculine don't know how to take the shit. Imagine you're the divine masculine come up on a magic carpet in a genie. Like he can't even believe he came up on a princess like you, divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all new for him. Well, it's an adventure. So masculine's gonna enjoy every second of the freedom, every second of the power, every second of the change, and do everything that they're gonna do to benefit themselves before they start to realize why all this is happening in the first place. Everything happens for a reason. Like, Aladdin could have just had the whole adventure without Esmeralda. Like, she didn't even have to be in the picture. She just ended up in the picture through fate. It's good to have a feminine energy in your adventures. But, yeah, overall energy, masculine, this twin flame shit is unknown to you. But you gonna roll with it because, like I said, you spend so much time not fucking with it. It's gonna be a whole new world for you fucking with it. Just don't have no guilt trip about it. Just don't have no remorse. Don't trip about all the time, energy, and resources you wasting and shit. That don't mean nothing to the divine feminine who's out here. So it shouldn't mean a heap of beans to you. Bottom line, most important card in this message. We got the divine feminine here. This is a brand new pack of fucking cards. And feminine has been very present in the overall bottom line energy. And like I said, this is divine feminine in full form. When you are like this, divine feminine, this is a superhero with a cape on. This is Superman, not Clark Kent. This is Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. This is Wolverine with the claws out, Predator with the mask off. You're in full form. And usually when you're in full form like this, God needs you to do some work for him. It's like the bat signal and shit. Actually, the bat signal is out here. We're going to get to this in a second. Also, this Eight of Wands out here, communication. This is the divine feminine in regards to the masculine. But, yeah, bottom line, divine feminine is who I'm talking to. You in full form. God needs your assistance. Commissioner Gordon just hit the back signal. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? You Bruce Wayne right now. It's time for you to, get out of Bruce Wayne character and step in the Batman character. You got shit to do. When you Batman, you helping the greater good. It ain't about yourself. It's about helping other people. Once again, you got divine duties. That's what makes you a divine feminine. Once again, what makes a divine feminine? Or divine masculine, just divines in general. What's the difference between a divine person and a karmic? Karmic is just the rest. You got 70% karmics on this planet, my personal opinion. You got 28% divines, like this divine feminine here, or the divine masculine, who I basically do readings for. 28% of them, and then you got like the 1-2%ers, they in a group of their own. How do divines move in an infinity? We do shit in the world. This is the world. We do shit in the world, but we also do shit in the real world, Zion. Like, we got business to do on Earth. We also got business to do in Zion, in heaven, the real world, fourth, fifth dimension. We got earthly duties. We got divine duties. We got to help ourselves because we got to survive. We got to make ends meet out this bitch, but we also got to help other people. We don't have time to do this extra other shit for God, for others, for the cause, but that's just how divines move. It's infinity. And what's an infinity? It never stops, does it? God's work is never done, isn't it? There's 7 trillion inhabited planets out here. Trust me, God's work is never done. And divine feminines have divine jobs to do. And when you don't do that job, say you in your head, you know what I mean? It's kind of consequences and repercussions to it. You're a divine form, which means you being called, you have to answer. Despite how you feel, despite what you want, it is what it is. It's like a superhero. I'm sure Clark Kent had plans, man, but evil seems to never cease around here. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's probably on his way to go meet Lois Lane on a motherfucking date. But some bullshit happening. Now you gotta go find a phone booth, change, and go kick some ass, you know what I'm saying? And then go get ready for his date. Because like I say, at the end of the day, it's about a higher cause. It's about God's work, if you get my drift. Feminine, when you in a energy like this, you get a tendency to burn other people. Once again, you a divine light. You shine. So you're going to blind the people who like the darkness. It's like a lazy motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You waking their ass up. It's noon. You in the motherfucking room like a vampire and shit. It's like you hit the lights, I ain't even have a coffee yet, man. Chill out on that shit. It's like, wine feminine, you are ripping the motherfucking sheets off the blinds, letting sunshine come in type situation. Like I say, you happy. You have a lust for life. You love serving other people, helping others, doing God's work and your own. You make yourself better, but you also make other people better. Like, it ain't just about you. You know what love is. You know what path and purpose. You know what higher power is. Like, you're good. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So to a person who don't know themselves, you're going to make them look at themselves different. You're a hard worker. So to a lazy motherfucker, you're going to make them look stupid. Like, you got good news. You geeked about it. You happy as shit about it. Like I say, don't expect other people to feel how you feel. You're just gonna disappoint yourself. Because you're disappointing them doing so much good shit. Almost as if they don't want good shit to happen to you. Like, I don't know. It's a different world. What brings you joy might bring other people pain. It ain't your fault. You being yourself. And this is all this energy represents too. You just being your authentic self. And you being your authentic self is going, like I say, ruffle the feathers of some fake fraudulent people. But who cares? God's work got to get done anyway. Who cares? You're going to live your life of abundance anyway. Like, you're good at the end of the day. So don't be in your head too much or allow a person to let you get in your head. Got you rethinking your blessings, the shit that you receive, like it's a bad thing. The difference between you and the rest is, like I say, your actions and behavior. That's what make you different. That's what make you great. You being your motherfucking self. It's a problem, like I say, but it ain't really a problem. That's other people's problems. That's OPP, outside situations that you don't need to involve yourself in. So all in all, feminine, you lit up like a Christmas tree. And when it comes to your divine masculine and you being in your authentic self, you have a tendency to trigger your divine masculine. Like I said, you just being you puts your master's panties in a bunch. What they love about you is what they hate about you. And not hate like strong hate. Hate just like they wish it was different. But in reality, they don't wish it was different because that'll make you different. And they like you who you are. But it's definitely a love-hate relationship masculine has. Meat and potatoes. Feminine, energy you coming into or leaving. You got the Five of Wands. This is a whole new, fresh deck. This came out again. In regards to you, divine feminine. Five of Wands, that's outside conflict. Shit that don't involve you unless you involve yourself in it. But why the hell would you do that? It's like walking in a landmine field. Or field full of landmines. I mean, it'll be dumb. Why even risk your life like that? This is, I'm telling you, other people's problems. What other people got to say, their views, their opinions on you, your business, your relationships, your family, your children, like your kingdom, whatever it is, it's outside talk. It means nothing. Sticks and stones can break bones, but words will never hurt. And that's all they're throwing is words. They're not doing anything. They're not addressing shit directly. This is subliminal talk. Then you got the balls to come at you face to face and tell you how you really feel, especially with you in this superhero energy right here. Slap the taste out of the mouth of a hater right now. If they ever had the gall to come at you like that. Aside from outside conflict, Five of Wands represents the step after the Four of Wands, which is basically separation. Remember, Four of Wands is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Union, reunion, and recognition. But separation is the glue that keeps this whole twin flame shit together. It's part of the process. Once again, union happens one time. It's the first time you and your divine counterpart are one. Whether that's physically, spiritually, emotionally, first time you are like this. You're in harmony. You know. It's clear as day. You two are on the same motherfucking page. What you get, they get. What you understand, they understand. Y'all here. That's union. It happens one time. Everything else is just reunion from separation. You need to, like, recognition happens one time. Union happens one time. Separation and reunion happens frequent. It's like a clap. Reunion, separate. Reunion, separate. Reunion, separate. That happens a lot. The way it was in recognition is like the honeymoon phase. It's like approximately, if I could put it in time, 2 years. Recognition is like 2 year period. It's a blissful period. When you two first find each other, when you don't even really understand truly and fully the whole twin flame lingo, and you ain't too deep in it. You know what I mean? You're still testing the waters. Like I say, it's the honeymoon phase. Once that shit is over with, shit gets real. You really step into the twin flame demonstration where separation and reunion happens often. Okay, it's just part of the game. My place. Bottom line, coming to the situation, ain't forget nothing. Separation. It's been outside conflict, like I say, at least with the energies from this week. That's been kind of throwing you off your square. OPP, like I say, other people's opinions, other people's property, other people's problems, other people's issues, outside shit. That seems to be affecting the shit you got going on inside your kingdom, inside yourself. And I'm telling y'all all the time, don't pay it no never mind. People who talk, let them talk. Loudest motherfucker the weakest anyway. So if all they doing is talking, that just shows you that it's all that they can do. They just trying to, utilize the only thing that they got in their arsenal, which is words, to hurt you. But words can never hurt you. Now, how you deal with these words, the direction you go after these words are spoken and shit like that, like, it's all talk. It's just a person trying to throw you off. Matter of fact, check out the Divine Feminine reading. I speak of this. On a separation level, separation has to happen. Divine Masculine separates because they got too much shit going on. They need their space. They need a peace of mind. They need their freedom. They need to be isolated. They need shit they need to do. You know what I mean? And they just need a break from you, from this, from life, from everyone. It ain't just you they separating from. They separate from other people. It ain't just you they need a break from. They need a break from other things. And it ain't just like the masculine separates from the feminine. Feminine separates from the masculine often also. You ain't really a real divine feminine if you ain't really separated from your divine masculine yet. Especially if you're a veteran. Same way masculine take breaks. Like at this point, feminines are separating from masculines more so than masculines are separating from feminines. Mainly given the time, energy, and resources that's been getting exhausted at this end. Like I say, divine feminine waits for nothing. You just keep going. Whether you with your twin or not. Okay? So if you still at the point where separation is affecting you, divine feminine, got you all in your head, divine feminine, to where you ain't even out here being you, feminine, that's just a problem. Some people need to learn how to be alone. Some people really been together since some people been with people since junior high school, and then become grown adults, finally figuring out how to live by themselves, how to be by themselves. That's a whole new world, like Aladdin. Moving on, masculine energy you coming into or leaving is this Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles represents a karmic feminine, which is what it is in this case. Or this is my Khalees bossy card. Bossing up on a situation, taking advantage of a situation that's taking advantage of you. Which is a little power, a little authority, But in this case, this is a karmic feminine. I told you, what's the difference between a divine feminine and a karmic feminine? Divine feminine are great because of what they do. Their actions and behavior make them great. It's who they are as a person. It's what they've done. It's what they're doing. It's who they are. That makes them just awesome sauce. They don't need anything. Pentacles a person, place, or a thing. Something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates, and all pentacles are temporary. Meaning, the only thing that make a karmic feminine great is the pentacle she possesses. Because if she didn't have this pentacle, she wouldn't be nothing. Whether the divine feminine has this pentacle or not, the divine feminine gonna be straight. Because it's her actions and behavior that count. That makes things happen. That gets shit going. Wands are all about moving. Pentacles are all about having shit. This is money. And the only reason people around you is because of the money you have. So people ain't really fucking with you, really. They just fucking what they can get from you, which is really a piece of this pentacle. But since this pentacle defines you, you use this pentacle to bait and trap people to get them in your shit. It's the only thing you really can do, being the Queen of Pentacles and all. Like I said, this could be your box. Eat her. The only thing you worth is the box you possess. You know what I'm saying? And, once this pentacle becomes damaged goods, what are you really bringing to the table? Once this money runs out, what are you really bringing to the table? Maybe it's just connects that you have. You just have things. Things. That's what make you great. The fact that you got shit. You got a place to kick it. You got a box to play with. You got money to burn. You got a network and a system that people can use to help themselves. As far as you getting helped, who knows? But if you didn't have this money, people wouldn't be here. If you didn't have this box, people wouldn't be fucking with it. That's the difference. You know, sack chaser, that'll go in the karmic feminine department, because she's all about pentacles. She's all about bread. Bread is it's like I said, this is money, and it's on her mind. Understand what I'm saying? Like, actions and behavior, man. Like, it's what you do that make you great, not what you have. Because you can have a lot of things, but what are pentacles? They're temporary. They get stolen, they get subtracted, they get supplemented, they get lost. You know? But yeah, karmic feminine, masculine, the only reason you fucking with this karmic feminine is because the pinnacle that she possesses. And you starting to see that if she didn't have this pinnacle, you wouldn't be in her face, inner space, or inner cipher. So what is she really bringing to you? Because it ain't like she's bringing shit to you. You taking from her. So like, really, what can you give her? You're here for her pinnacle. It ain't like she's here for your pinnacles. And if she's only around for your pinnacles, that makes her a stack chaser. That means she's just around for your pinnacle. And it's, in like I say, light becomes light. Even if you care for this karmic feminine, because you got some good karmic feminines out here. Just like divine feminine, there's some good karmic masculines out here who really just here to help you. All they have is pentacles, and they're just using their pentacles to help you. Not to trick on your ass, like they want to help. And the only way they can help is giving you the things that's in their possession and shit like that. They want to see you win. They're great supporters. They're great investors. They're just, like I say, awesome people to have in your life right now. Those are good karmics. They're not all bad. I'm not writing them off as sack chasers and fucked up people, even with the masculine. This karmic feminine. Let's just say this is a good karmic feminine. She in your face, she in your space, she in your cipher. You in her face, you in her space, you in her cipher. Like I say, at the end of the day, where are you going with this karmic feminine? You don't even know where the fuck you going with your divine feminine. Where the fuck you think you going with this karmic feminine? It ain't like you torn between your divine feminine and your karmic feminine, because once again, your divine feminine gets you space. When you take space from this karmic feminine, she sees that as a problem. You talk to your divine feminine any kind of motherfucking way. A way you don't even talk to your karmic feminine. Why? Because you know your karmic feminine to take the fuck off and probably never come back on your ass. Whatever you was getting probably won't ever be around. So you're going to have to, like I say, walk on eggshells or get with the agenda just to keep getting what you're getting from this karmic feminine. There is no terms and conditions with your divine feminine. She lets you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You sit here and get controlled by this karmic feminine. And then let's just keep it $150. The feelings you got from your divine feminine are pure, are honest. They're divine. It's true love right here. You only in love with this pinnacle. It's a big difference. And they could be two good women at the end of the day, but what makes your divine feminine different is what she does and who she is. What she does and who she is. What makes this karmic good is what she has and what you want. What she has and what you want from her. But whatever you're getting from her comes with, like I say, terms and conditions. You're not just going to take her pinnacle and her not get nothing back from it. She's pentacle based. If you take, you have to give her something. You got to give her something. And you just tired of playing games. You tired of terms and conditions. You're looking for unconditional love. You're looking for unconditional loyalty. You're looking for natural admiration. Natural adoration. Natural admiration and natural adoration. What I mean by natural admiration and natural adoration is people who love you for you. It's who you are, the reason why your divine feminine fuck with you. But a lot of who you are, you don't recognize in yourself. Thus, it makes the divine feminine look crazy. But this is energy that we getting out of, the separation phase, divine feminine, because guess what? Reunion is on the horizon. As far as this karmic feminine masculine, you better figure out what you're going to do with her. Stop wasting her time. If you're going to wife her up, wife her up. If you're gonna go all the way, go all the way. Once again, your feminine gonna love you even if it ain't with her. That's the difference between your divine feminine and this fucking karmic feminine here. You know what I'm saying? You choose your divine feminine over this karmic feminine. This karmic feminine gonna give you hell. Gonna give you hell. And I think a lot of you masculines know that shit. You know? It's like, you know what, I'm choosing to be, you know, my divine feminine, you know what I mean? I think we just got better chemistry. She fucks with me the long way and strong way. I just think we got better history, basically. And it's like, this karma gonna blow up. Take back everything she gave you, which is some of your net worth going down. Reneging on certain terms and conditions that you agree with, thus putting you in a worse situation. And then you gotta go through this whole karmic feminine, this whole karma shit with this karmic feminine. Who knows how long that's gonna take till you finally get to be where you want to be, or go in the direction that you finally want to go with your divine feminine. It's gonna be a lot. But you choose to be with your karmic feminine, and you tell your divine feminine that you finna marry your karmic feminine, or you finna you choose her over your divine feminine. Like I said, your divine feminine ain't finna go to pieces. She loves you regardless. You happy? This is what your divine feminine gonna say. You happy? Yeah, I'm really happy and shit. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy you happy. I'm glad you finally found a good woman. You know? Hopefully by you being divine, you could put some divine in her and you know, change her from this to this. She gonna turn your house into a home, but you gonna turn her into a whole divine person. If she good for you, if that's what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Feminine, it's all up. Your feminine gonna love you regardless. Whether you with her or not. Your feminine gonna love you regardless. Whether you rich, whether you poor, whether you sick, whether you healthy, it don't matter. That's the difference. Now, who would you want to pick? A woman that's gonna love you unconditionally, or a bitch that's gonna fuck with you on the terms and conditions? Luckily, you moving forward from that. Let's go to the feminine role. We gonna make this brisk. Divine feminine. When it comes to yourself, you got the Five of Cups, and this is my Hermit card. It's emotional isolation or physical isolation. You're just gonna be in a crowd. It's a class by yourself. This Hermit card, this energy right here. Divine feminine, you in a class by yourself. What that means is you're a 9-year-old high school senior. That's who you are. Child prodigy. You're the only person in your class. Because ain't no other 9-year-old high school seniors around this bitch. Ain't nobody on your level. Ain't nobody as bright as you. Like I say, you the one. And meeting your divine masculine, your twin flame situation, is the equivalent of, like I say, from freshman to senior year, you've been in this class by your motherfucking self. Alone. Also, you a 9-year-old high school senior, so you're in a high school, but you a kid. It ain't like you can go to high school parties. It ain't like you can indulge in the shit that the high schoolers are indulging in, because it ain't your time. Obviously, like, you on the bigger and better shit. Obviously, it's just the life of a real nigga. And it's like, you get a knock at the door, and it's like, we have a new student. And you like, what the fuck? And in comes your divine masculine. Like, wow. How old are you? They're either like 8 or 10. Either a year younger than you, a year older than you, or maybe y'all the same fucking age. But it's like, wow, I finally have a fucking person who understands my struggle. Like, hell yeah, now I got a fucking friend at school. Now I can actually go to homecoming or the fucking dance with you, because it's like, it was almost like this shit was meant. You know, these are two child high schoolers and shit. Like, now I found somebody I can go to college with. Like, it doesn't just have to be in high school. We can, oh my God, this is perfect. Like, you think about all this shit while, you know, your divine masculine is sitting there waiting to get introduced. He says his name and where he's from, and you just at all like, wow. Like, I didn't luck the fuck up. I didn't came the fuck up. Like, that's pretty much a twin flame situation. It ain't just you being in class by yourself. You ain't just a super nigga, divine feminine, yo, divine masculine, super nigga too. The difference is you just aware of how super you are. Your masculine isn't. Saying all that shit to say this. It's the reason you dolo, divine feminine. It's the reason you by yourself right now. It's the reason you isolated. It's the reason why there's no one around but you right now. You can't really turn to nobody. You can't really ask nobody for shit. Like, you can only depend on your motherfucking self. Like, when you're in a situation like that, it happens for a reason. It ain't bad. It's just meant. And that's the lesson you're going to learn. Being isolated. Being dolo. Getting that on your own. It's just finding out that you can do it by yourself. Finding out that you don't need no one to complete you. Like I say, some people can't be by themselves. As a divine, you're going to learn to be by yourself. Because the higher you go, the less people that's going to be around. The more understanding and wisdom that you get, the more you're going to be misunderstood or outcast from everybody else. You know shit that the average person don't. You're aware of things that people can live 4 lifetimes on this fucking planet will never understand. You're just the chosen one. It's part of your path. Masculine, and in regards to you, he's got the 9 of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. When it comes to you, divine feminine, your divine masculine is wounded. He's hurt. You ain't hurt him, he hurt himself. What has he hurt about? I don't even need a card to even define this. Your divine masculine's hurt is because, for some, time, energy, and resources he done wasted thus far. Some of you twins been in this shit for, I'm telling you, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. 25 plus years for some. Okay, it's been a lot of wasted time. And time is the only thing you can't get back. Like, your masculine met you at a perfect time. Or had he chose you, shit would have been way beautiful. And then look at the time that went by. All of the 10 years y'all been separated, the 15 years he ain't want to do this shit, the 20 years he been stalling this situation. Had he got with it in the beginning, who knows what the fuck would have happened during that time. I know it would have been better. You two make each other better. You two make each other healthier. You two make each other richer. You two make each other wiser. You two give each other powers. Like, you get shit out this twin flame situation. You literally become an X-Men, an X-woman out of this divine journey that is this twin flame thing. And that comes with separation, with ups and downs and the shit that you've been going through thus far with your divine counterpart. Imagine what happened with 10, 15, 20 years of harmony. Like, that shit eating your masculine up. Fuck, why did I wait 10 years? Why did I wait 15? Like, how the fuck I even let it get this long? What the fuck was I on? Introspection. Shit that they should have been looking at, but it took now for them to do so. It's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. But what's gonna help them through this process, once again? And it only comes from how you moving with your divine masculine, divine feminine. It's gonna put ease on your divine masculine mind to know that it's all good with you. You understand. You have an understanding. You have knowledge. You have wisdom. You have apathy. You have sympathy. It's like, hey man, that happens to the best of us. Better late than never. Feminine will never throw your shit in your face. Feminine will never. Yeah, okay, it took 15, 20 years for this to happen, but your feminine gonna be optimistic about it. Because your feminine is optimistic about you. Like, it ain't just about her being with you. She just want to make sure you straight. With or without her. A lesson she had to learn being separated from you. A lesson she had to learn. Like I say, divine master, you teach your divine feminine how the world is gonna, like, how you treat divine feminine is how the world is gonna treat your feminine. You know what I mean? The shit you do to your feminine is shit the feminine need to do to people in the world. You separate yourself from her so you can keep a peace of mind, so you can figure out this shit and don't let it overtake you and be burnt out or wounded in this energy right here. And it's like, you teach your feminine how to be strong. You teach your feminine how to detach from people they need to detach from and shit. Like I say, you're a great teacher. But you do it all subliminally. You do it all subconsciously. You move in some flame situations subconsciously. Feminine moves through it consciously. So that's another reason why you kind of feel isolated. Divine feminine, like you in this shit by yourself when you really ain't. And masculine, you sitting over here feeling hurt, guilt tripping over how your divine feminine or how you think your divine feminine feel about all this time wasted. Like, your divine feminine ain't tripping. Get over it. Lick your wounds. Forgive yourself so you can kind of step onward bound, so you can step into the future. As far as the masculine is concerned, feminine, you in regards to the masculine, we got the Eight of Wands. Communication, communication, communication. It's time to communicate less or communicate more. Communication is 80% nonverbal at the end of the day, so it's really what you're doing that matters more than what you're saying, but what you're saying and what you're doing definitely has to correlate. Aside from communication, and this is like I say, text message, video message, email, GIF, passenger pigeon, smoke signal, bat signal, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to make the call. And what kind of call do you have to make here? Eight of Swords. 2 8s, that's getting 8 the fuck up. So when it comes to your divine masculine, it's just a lesson you learning with your divine masculine right now. I told you this shit is a lot for your divine masculine. He's in the holding world like Aladdin. It's certain key points that you need to understand. And I'm giving out free fucking game right now. Yo, master, I told you, you move subconsciously through this shit. You move consciously. The best way to communicate with your divine masculine is to figure out, like I call it the mirror analogy. So like I say, you two twin flames. You two are reflections of each other and shit. So I'm looking in the mirror and it's a person looking back at me. It's me, but it's different. I wave my right hand in the mirror. It's a left hand waving back at me. So this is my right hand waving. I'm not married, but in the mirror I'm married. Same, but different. I have a birthmark or something on my left cheek. It's going to be on the right cheek. Like, it's the same, but different. And this invertedness represents the twin flame game. You and your divine counterpart are the same, but y'all different. Y'all move different. Literally, move different. Y'all got the same type of shit, but it's just the little differences mean something. It's yin and yang. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's inverted. Okay, so you have to communicate with your twin. Obviously, you can't communicate with your twin talking, because it's like you talking, but all your divine masculine see is can't hear your ass. You're gonna have to figure out a way to communicate. So what do? You grab like a magic marker, or use your breath and you write a message on the motherfucking mirror for him to read it. But it's like he looking at it and he it's like it motherfucker is clear as day. How could you not see what I wrote? Once again, let's go back to the overall energy with the 4 swords being in your motherfucking head. I don't mind it. Get the fuck out your head and focus. Focus. Get out your head and focus. Okay, damn. You know what? You can't hear me. I wrote it on the fucking mirror. You obviously can't read it. But I understand he probably still reads English. So maybe the mirror is inverted. Maybe I have to write the message backwards for him to see it forward. And you do that. You write the message backwards. He started to see it. Okay. And you're like, you know? Like, you could have just screamed the whole time. But he's going to get pissed at you because it's like, hey, you talking, you screaming ain't going to do nothing. You're going to have to do something else. Sure, he's going to have to do something too, but you're the aware one, right? Like I said, you got to think. Like, yeah, it took you to figure it out. Yeah, it took trial and error. Yeah, it was kind of difficult. And you kind of wore yourself out trying to figure out this issue here. It's just communication too. Like I did all this just to figure out how to communicate with your motherfucking ass. Like, imagine doing shit together. Manifesting shit together, building shit together. It's gonna be even more stressful. Saying all that shit to say that divine feminine, the 8 of Swords, it represents a self-imposed prison, a mental prison, an invisible prison. What's an invisible prison? You by yourself in it. Nobody know you in this shit but you. The 8 of Swords represents it's an invisible prison. It represents false sense of security, false sense of Entitlement and what I like to call the boogeyman effect. Once again, this is OPP, Five of Wands, other people's problems, other people's complexes, other people's shit that you're forced to deal with because they're not dealing with themselves. They're not healing themselves. So you catching blowback and bullshit from people's unresolved problems. The fact that they can't evolve as a person, and you being the evolved person, especially triggering their ass because you're so evolved and got your shit together and know about things, and they still trying to figure shit out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me wrap this shit up. False sense of entitlement. When people do harm to you, they feel entitled to do the shit. They starting rumors and shit. They talking shit. They throwing you under the bus. They trying to figure out ways to take you out and get you out the game or fuck up your business and stupid ass shit like that. Like, nigga, that shit is intentional. Whether it was consciously or subconsciously. Even if it was consciously, it was in a. Even if it was subconsciously, it was in a conscious to do the shit. You get my drift? It starts with entitlement. Person hurt you. They felt they was entitled to do the shit. So they're gonna keep doing it because they feel entitled to do it. They steal from you, take $20 out your motherfucking wallet. They feel entitled to do that shit. Oh, she got money, she'll be all right. Bitch, that's entitlement. I don't know what the fuck I got going on. That could have been my last dub. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, she don't need my help because she got everything else figured out. No, what happened to support? Your support would be nice. Support for family would be fucking nice. You just assume that since I'm independent, which you are, divine feminine, since I got my shit together, divine feminine, that I don't need nobody in my shit. Like, come on now. That's entitlement. That's how you feel. The person hurts you, they feel entitled to do the shit. And you just gotta understand that. It's mental. It's a sword. What's swords? Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in, the decisions you make. It's all mental. The person who feels entitled to do you a certain way. Then we got a false sense of security, which is a self-imposed prison, an invisible prison people don't know you in. You insecure. Once again, you see it in families all the time. You got the matriarch or the person who's the breadwinner and shit. They put time, energy, and resources to become the fucking matriarch, to become the one, to become the breadwinner, to become exactly who they are. It's what they're doing that makes them fucking great, not who they are, not what they got. They got a lot, but they put work in to get the shit that they got. It ain't like they got their shit for free or inherited shit out here. Like, what? Like, no. That ain't how shit go. Like, if a person is insecure being around your secured ass, that just shows how insecure they really are. If a person think they need something to get something, that's insecurity. Man, she's cute, but I don't have a car. She probably won't give me the time of day. Over a car? Over something as small as a car? Women say, I can have a garbage bag full of clothes, niggas still getting hoes. Because it ain't about pinnacles. I'm just that nigga anyway. As long as you can relay that message that you a real one, that's all that matters. Because in reality, the shit that really matters, it all deals with wands. It's what you doing that counts. Not really what you have. So, insecurity. Don't let your insecurities get the best of you. Divine feminine. You need to talk about your insecurities. You need to talk about, like I say, keep it real. Every kind of communication, just keep it real. Keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with the people around you so they can keep it real with you. I'm talking about people you care about. I'm talking about people you trying to grow with. I'm talking about people you trying to evolve with. I'm talking about people you really trying to get to know. You have to open up to your divine masculine to get him to open up to you. You have to tell the truth to your masculine to get him to tell the truth to you. You have to let your masculine know your secrets so he can tell you his. Let your master know what you want so he can tell you what he wants. It starts with you. Once again, you're going to have to make the call. And if you're insecure, that thinking, like I said, that you're going to lose your divine masculine by busting a move, that's going to just, like I say, you can't be insecure. Twin flame recognition, the first 2 years, okay, now that makes sense. You kind of insecure or scared about pulling this move right here. Like I said, whatever it is, at this point, feminine, especially to my veteran divine feminines, you shouldn't be scared of shit at this point. Like, your masculine's literally done everything they possibly could do to you. At this point, you'll just be hurting yourself. Not doing it. We have another 8, masculine in regards to himself. He's got the 8 of cups. This is my Pay the Bell card. And it's a two-part card. You know, one part of the card represents keeping your divinity up at all times and your integrity up at all times, and enterprising. That's the other part. So keeping your divinity up at all times. Divine masculine, stay divine at all times. Be yourself at all times. Don't allow other people to influence you to be how they are. That's what makes you different. The fact that you're different from your cronies. You're different from everybody else in your family. You're different from most people. It's an attribute. How kind you are. You know what I'm saying? Having a soft heart. You're around killers and shit, but you got a good heart. You're around scammers, killers, and dealers and shit, but you do shit the right way. Like, who you facilitate with or who your friends are don't define you. That's what make you different too. The average person becomes their friends, becomes their crowd and shit. That's not you. You know what I'm saying? So don't change who you are because the world is gritty and grimy and changing everybody else. Don't allow it to change you. So stay divine at all times. At all times. Don't let the world affect you. Stay who you are. A divine fucking masculine. Number 2, keep your integrity up at all times. Be a person people can trust. Be a man of your word. Keep your integrity up at all times. And if you can do these 2 things, whatever the fuck you choose to enterprise, you gonna win. Especially if you put God in it. You can't lose. So what does Patti LaBelle do? She keeps her integrity up at all times. There's no point in Patti LaBelle's career her integrity has been in question. Her divinity. Patti LaBelle is no point in her career where her divinity has been in question. You can find her at church, but you can also find her on Drink Champs. Just because she's on Drink Champs doesn't mean she has to take a drop of liquor or smoke a hint of blood. But I don't think they smoked around her. I mean, they wouldn't. She's Patti LaBelle. Like, the fuck? That'd be disrespectful, Nori. I mean, champagne, wine, okay, that's cool. Light up a whole bleezy while Queen Patty there. But she could be on Drink Champs. But she could also be at church. Like I say, it ain't where she at. She's still going to be herself, her true, authentic self. She's a divine feminine at the end of the day. That's what makes her different from comic feminines. Kelly Price, Beyonce. Not dissing these people. I'm just using them as an example. Kelly Price, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, Phyllis Hyman, Sade. I love Sade. Anita Baker, Aretha Franklin, Brandy, Kelly Price, nigga. I mean, Faith Evans. I mean, how you want to go with this shit? Compare fucking Patti LaBelle to any other diva in the game. Patti she the one. Because she puts God in everything that she does. She does gospel and secular music, homie. Look how seasoned she is. They ain't affecting her relationships. They ain't affecting her out here getting business. It ain't about age. It ain't about, like I say, man, look at Patti LaBelle. She'll teach you a grand lesson, divine masculine. And that lesson is, it ain't about age. So to my older divine masculines who still got dreams and want to do shit, you can do it. Age ain't got shit to do with nothing. It's your drive. It's your hustle. But it's a motherfucking formula when it comes to enterprise. And this is you in regards to yourself, divine masculine. If you keep your integrity up at all times, stay divine at all times. In enterprise, you can't lose, especially when you put God in it. Wrapping this up, final word, final thought, going to the future. Feminine, going to the future, you got the Pimp Cup Chronicles. Masculine had this in his reading, you got it now. Pimp Cup Chronicles. Rant, and we're going to end this with feminine going to the future. Pimp Cup Chronicle rant. I was born in 1987, so like I say, we was in elementary. We used to have like pizza parties and shit, which is weird given the other shit that's going on with that word. But yeah, we used to have pizza parties and shit. It used to be like Fridays if everybody did their work and shit. We could finish off Titanic or finish off Selena or finish off like watching shit like Miss Doubtfire and shit like them 90s movies, man. This was like 4th, 5th grade and shit. We usually have like pop, pizza, paper plates, plastic cups. Since I know it's going to be a pizza day Friday, because it's been one the past 2 Fridays, because we all been on our shit, it's like it hits me, it occurs to me hey, I'm going to go home, have mom make me a pimp cup. like Lil Jon. You know what I'm saying? So I have her give me like a chalice, put rhinestones in that bitch. So it's like Friday pops up, they roll the TV in, we go crazy because we ain't got no work. We finna watch movies for the rest of the day. We geeked. Everybody out passing out styrofoam cups. I reach in my desk and I pull out my motherfucking pimp cup. Nigga, the lights off and shit. So the rhinestones on my cup is blinding niggas and shit. Like, once again, I'm just being myself. A divine person. A motherfucker that think outside the box and shit. Like, everybody's sipping on motherfucking paper cups, plastic cups. I got the chalice. Niggas ain't even watching the movie. Niggas watching me. Some motherfuckers smiling at me. Some motherfuckers hating. You know? But by me being an original person and being my own fucking individual and my own personality and shit, I'm shining right now. Literally shining today. Fuck you think gonna happen next Friday? You know what the fuck gonna happen next Friday. Roll the TV in. Hey, everybody's going geek, going crazy. Finally finna finish off Titanic because that was a long ass movie. Trying to finish. It takes literally 3 weeks on a pizza, 3 pizza days to finish off Titanic. Anywho, yeah. Instead of people passing out paper, like paper cups and shit, what's gonna happen is everybody gonna reach in their desk and you gonna hear this. Everybody got a fucking pimp cup. Everybody went to their mom or went to my mom to make them one and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got pimp cups now. So what the fuck you think I'm finna do? I'm finna take my pimp cup, put the shit back in my desk, go get a motherfucking paper cup, and sip out that. And just tweak on what the fuck just happened. That's called influence right there. Like, y'all got me not even want to sip out my motherfucking pimp cup no more because y'all want to ride me like a rodeo, stealing ideas and shit. Like, get y'all own shit. Like, imitation is the best form of flattery and all that, but it's like, man, it's disgusting. It gets to the point where it's like, man, y'all need to get y'all own ideas, man. I know I can't possibly be the only original free-thinking person in this classroom in 5th grade and shit like that. But that's usually how it was. Saying all that shit to say this, divine feminine, going to the future, you're going to go through your little Pimp Cup Chronicles. You're going to originate some shit. Be the first motherfucker with it. Or be the first person to get some shit going. People going to see you going and they going to try to take your idea. Like, these motherfuckers weren't even thinking about what the fuck you was on until you start doing it. When it was a thought, it wasn't shit. When you was getting it cracking, it didn't mean anything. Now this shit up and running, making money. Everybody ain't mama doing what the fuck you doing. You choose to start a hair salon. Like an actual hair salon. It ain't been no hair salon in the area. You put one in probably about 2-3 years. Then the year you put a hair salon there, and now it's 2-3 motherfucking other hair salons in the same area your shit at. Like, what the fuck up with that? You start a daycare. Everybody else want to start daycare. You start a food program. Everybody else want to start a food program. You can't hate at the fact that everybody's stealing your idea shit. You're going to have to sit back and really acknowledge that, damn, it's 3 daycares in this motherfucking area. It wasn't none until I started mine. Now it's 3. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no churches around here. I start my church. Now it's motherfucking 2-3 churches in the neighborhood. I guess that's good. But that's part of the reason why I don't even go on YouTube and do videos that much no more. I gotta fall the fuck back because people come just to gank my shit and put it on their shit and run with it. Like, no. I starve them out. Go somewhere else to find some good shit because you ain't gonna get limited shit here. And that's how it has to be sometimes. So going to the future, don't give them everything. Don't even let your left hand know what your right hand doing out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You give people doses. You give people tastes. Once again, I got book a reading. You got till noon tomorrow to get some bookies in. Because like I said, I'm going to fall back. Probably back at the end of the month. Can't give everybody the game. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's oversaturated. I'm telling you, people steal ideas and shit all the time. What you don't want to do is fuel them. Inspire them. But you don't feed them. You don't feed them. You don't feed them. Final card in this message. Masculine, you going to the future. You got the 9 of Cups. This is dreams come true. This is wishes granted. And this is miracles happening on your behalf. Clarifying this. This is 3 of Pentacles. And this is you. This is somebody doing some shit. So once again, it's your dream come true for you and your karmic feminine to finally build the way you want to build or the way you think you can build it, then build it. The divine feminine gonna be happy regardless. If you choose, that is because it's your heart's desire, your dream, your wish for you and your divine feminine to build something together. You know what I'm saying? For you two to become one, for you two to take shit to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be prepared for some hateration and some hollery coming from this karmic feminine, because I mean that's the karma from dealing with a karmic feminine. I said this in your last message this week, Divine Master. You're gonna get exactly what you asked for. You're gonna get your dream come true. You're gonna get your heart's desire. You know? But make sure you're ready for it. Make sure you're gonna be 10 toes the fuck down from everything that's gonna come from it. And that's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Let's see what Twin Flame Union, reunion, recognition is in before it get too late. 1.